Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, how are my snipers doing today? I hope you guys are doing fantastic. Listen, Christmas just passed. I hope you had an amazing, holidays, Christmas. I hope you're having a good time chilling with the family. I hope you got good presents. I hope Santa, came clutch. Hopefully you were naughty this year. Or not naughty, nice, you know what I'm saying? Listen, today we're gonna be debunking some of the red flags and slander Turbo gets. Because there's quite a few of them, and I think they're really easy to debunk. And for one, if you say any of these, either you have to be ignorant, misinformed, or just truly a dedicated hater, which I mean, hey, if that's the route you want to choose in life and against Turbo, by all means, you can do that. Turbo, you know, it's going to leave without you, right? Anyways, So listen, right, we're gonna be talking about our frog. The first thing I want to say is for the one person that wanted the extension, I got you. Listen, Boxing Day today, the Xmas code still works for 25% off. So my boy, I got you. But this is the last day. Uh, let's talk about Turbo. Let's talk about Turbo. If we go on the charts, right? The first thing I hear is people call it a scam. First of all, this coin is in community takeover. The person that created the coin had roughly 10% or more of the coins. And you know what? He sold them off, at a good time when things start to die down. And you know what? He cashed out. And you know what? Rightfully so. Everyone would, right? Millions on the table. You're going to take it. After that, community takeover. Community takeover. There's no insider trading. There's no nothing, right? We see this beautiful structure, right? Sold off, going sideways, accumulation, right? And it was the bear season, right? Then it was the slow recovery with altcoins, and then we can see how beautiful the structure has been. Literally not a scam, debunked, right? There's no insider wallets, there's no nothing. All right. It is just us, the people that have taken over this coin. So it just being a straight up scam is a lie. A scam wouldn't have lasted, this long, would have done this well. And it's not going to do the things it's going to do in the future if it was a scam. Second thing is, right? People are saying that Turbo is a pump and dump because it dumped recently. Ladies and gentlemen, newsflash for you, the whole market dumped. Okay, literally the whole market dumped. So if something dropping in price is considered a pump and dump, then by your logic, the whole crypto scene is a pump and dump. And partially, there is some truth to that because what pumps has to dump. But that is literally everything in life. The housing market, the crypto market, the stock market, literally everything at some point needs a retracement, needs to do its cycle, right? So if you really want to see it that way, it doesn't really make sense because so many things are a pump and dump in life and nothing can go straight up. All right. So number two, that got debunked. Number three is, people are saying these listings, these, the exchanges we get listed on, all this good news, everything is irrelevant, which is just simply a lie. Okay. It is a lie. People say, well, it got listed on Coinbase, is sold off, red flag. No, that does not mean that at all. Because what's the biggest, most important thing, pretty much 99% of the time, is what the charts say, what the candles say. I told you before the Coinbase announcement and during the Coinbase announcement, I said, guys, there is literally no buying pressure here. It looks like it's going to reverse. And you know what? It did reverse. And you know what also happened? The whole market dumped, okay? The whole market dumped. So it has nothing to do with Turbo, okay? It has literally nothing to do with Turbo. Everything that happens is great for Turbo. I'm going to explain what good news means for Turbo. So I'm going to give a hypothetical price, right? So let's say Turbo has to get to 14 cents, okay? Let's say that was going to be its default, right? Well, because of the Near Protocol partnership, because it's doing stuff with Chainlink, it's on Coinbase, it's going to be on Robinhood and all this stuff, that instead of peaking at 14 cents, it can now peak at 26 cents. Why? Because we have all of this good fundamental news that's just going to cause things to go higher. You have to realize that just because there's good news in the moment, it doesn't necessarily mean automatic pump. Okay. Just like I'm sure there's going to be some bad news and headlines during altcoin season, and that doesn't mean it's just going to dump right away. And then it's going to be the same thing once the market starts selling off. You're going to see good news here, good news here, good news here, good news here. And you know what? It doesn't matter because the markets have to do what they have to do. That is just how the markets work, ladies and gentlemen. All right. It does not matter. Okay. I'm going to show you an example with pretty much oil. Okay. We can see here for the oil chart, we are on the monthly. Okay. Pretty much we have an institutional candle right over here, right? Right over here. Boom. Then we have this, and then we have this. Boom, number one, boom, number two, boom, number three. You know how much I love the triple tap, the triple candles and how it reverses. And we can see it happened, right? So even though there's all this news coming out, I already knew where oil was going to go to, right? I already knew this because of the candles, right? You have to remember most of the news they tell you is just to cover up, it's just an excuse to move the markets in certain ways. That is the reality. That is the reality. And that is why, it is so tricky sometimes when we look at charts and certain things because we get news that says this, but the charts do this. And you know what? It works because at the end of the day, people don't really understand these candles. They don't know what anything means. They just believe what, the news tells them. And you know what? Like that's fair enough. But I'm telling you from experience, the candles mean everything 99% of the time. All right. So, Turbo getting sold off from, good news is not, I repeat, is not a red flag at all. That's just silly, right? We can see even now, right? When we look, everything is selling off. Everything is selling off. There's like, if something is in the green, this is not even like this is Forex. So that's irrelevant. Gold, that's irrelevant. You see everything is in the red. So, news does not matter when the whole market, when the bigger picture is to bleed. All right. That's my final verdict. Another false red flag people think is that it is too late because they think, retail's in and retail won't make a difference. No, ladies and gentlemen, listen, it is nowhere near too late. What matters the most, right, like I said, is the candles and the timing of the market and the context of the market. You have to understand the reason why the markets are always pretty much the same, where they go, they pump heavily to the upside, right? And then just kind of crash very quickly, is because they need to accumulate buy orders, right? When something goes up and down and sideways, they can accumulate a buy orders. And then when the retail comes in, right? Buy, everything is bought up. And the way it works is the reason why they're able to sell off, where they're able to sell off and crash the market and indicate reversal, is because, right, if the candles are going up, right, very rapid rate, what does this mean? That means there's a lot of buy orders, right? There's a lot of buy orders in this box. And you have to realize, right, when someone sells, when you sell your coins, that means someone else is buying off you. Okay. So they need high demand near the top, right? Because people think it's going to go to beyond the moon, right? They think it's going to go to another galaxy. And then when you have so many buy orders, that's when banks and institutions and market makers sell their positions to all the exit liquidity, guys, because they need, in order to execute their sell position, there has to be someone that's buying. So if they're selling at the top, that means people are buying at the top, right? And that's why it's always very, very specific types of candles, right? I could show you pretty much on anything. I could go to XRP, right? XRP, it's always the same type of candle, right? You could just see buy, slam, right? Buy, slam. Litecoin, right? Litecoin is the exact same thing. We could see buy, slam. Why? Because, ladies and gentlemen, that is how the markets work, right? They do what they have to do for a while, and then they buy, and slam. Because everyone, all the noobs are buying up here. So no, ladies and gentlemen, it is not too late. It is nowhere near too late retail, we count technically as retail, but we are like more of the snipers in terms of retail, right? You can get in right now, and even though you are later to the party, you're still not going to be the sucker that's going to be a bag holder unless you literally don't sell. Okay, because you're not buying at a very dangerous area. We're leaving that green territory of where you can buy and it's kind of safe. And the next coming weeks is going to be like yellow territory, then it's going to be orange, or red is like, no, don't buy, like don't buy. It might go up another 2x, it might go 50% more, it might go 20% more, but do not buy. Like you start entering that territory, and that is where majority of people are going to be entering. So the red flag is that there's not enough people that are going to buy. Retail's already in this and that. That's just false. That is just false. Now, another red flag that people kind of say, that kind of goes with some of these other red flags, but not really, is that, hey, we already got listed on so many exchanges. Even if we get listed on Robinhood, that is not going to bring enough people. And guys, I'm telling you, right, this is just the start of the fun, really, right? I mean, obviously, if you've been buying earlier, right, if you've been buying earlier, you're already having fun. But when the big bang happens, right, that's going to be the real big fun for the next, when it bangs for those 4 to 6 weeks. And I'm telling you, people, right, you think just because you're in this crypto space and just because you're watching constant turbo videos, update videos, you're in discords, just because you are in this community, I promise you, your average person is not really invested. You will know. You will know. So that red flag is debunked. There is going to be enough demand for this coin to go up. You have to realize, right? If we believe Turbo can go to 20 cents, right? 20 cents. The people that are buying at 15, 18, 20 cents, they're going to be told and they're going to believe it's going to go to $1, $2, $5, $10, because people make the craziest price predictions ever, especially when it's just green, 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 green. So no, boom, another red flag debunked. Last but final is, it's a meme coin. It holds no value. And listen, right? At the end of the day, fundamentally, a meme coin, right, objectively holds no value. But the reality is, society gives things value, right? There are paintings that should not be selling for lots of money, right? And they do. All right. Some people, without getting it too much into conspiracy, some people say money laundering, some people say this, but there's genuinely people out there that pay lots and lots of money for certain paintings that shouldn't have a lot of value. Our monetary system, right? The average currency is backed, the fiats are just kind of, you could print money unlimited, right? There's no real value, hence why there's so much inflation, right? Just certain things in life, don't make sense, but us humans give it so much value as a society that we just create that value. So it doesn't matter if it's a meme coin at the end of the day. If people see opportunity to make money, they're going to try to make money. It is that simple, right? If I knew, right, there was a meta out there right now that I could buy tissue boxes and sell them for 20x the amount because of this and this, right? I would be doing that. It doesn't matter what it would be, right? If there's an opportunity to make money, even if it's the silliest thing in the world, someone's going to capitalize. People are going to want to get on a train and people will be making money. So, that's it. A few red flags debunked. People saying going to zero and stuff. That's just false claims. Don't even got to explain it to those types of people. But yeah, guys, this coin is amazing. It's still got a long way to go. Casually 20x. So I'm super excited. Hope you guys are too. And I'll talk to you guys next time. Goodbye.